Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. In this video, we'll be discussing a classic mystery novel from Agatha Christie, and that would be Murder on the Orient Express. So going into this, I was very excited to, experience this because I know Agatha Christie has inspired a lot of mystery, like films, and kind of been pushed into other genres, just like her influence. And so I was very excited to see the real source material. I have also seen an Agatha Christie play, Mousetrap. It was actually like there where I met my fiance, but that's a story for another time. Um, yeah, so I was very glad I was able to uh, get get to this book without having the ending spoiled, because I feel like with a lot of like great classics, the like endings become itself part of pop culture more so than the the actual piece. Like, think of stuff like the Darth Vader being Luke's father. Like, even if you don't know anything about Star Wars, you've heard that line, and it's like, I don't know. It's very easy for a lot of things to get spoiled, especially nowadays. Um, that being said, while I was reading this book, coincidentally, my fiance was trying to explain the ending of this book to me. She didn't know I was reading it. She just randomly wanted to talk about it. And yeah, so I had to tune her out just completely just to, kind of not get spoiled. But jeepers, Angela, like, you almost ruined it. Ugh. So, for my experience with reading this book, I did struggle quite a bit at the beginning because there were just so many characters that were just get thrown at you left and right, and it's really hard for me to keep track of them. I feel like I may have benefited from having like a picture or like a like a who's who, so like I can keep track of them, because just going off in names, it's hard when they're all just rushing at you. That's actually like a thing I have with movies too, where I never really remember characters' names, just like what they look like and general vibes. So, well, maybe that's just me. Yeah, so I did struggle with the characters in this. I I also struggled in books with just a couple of characters, so it's just me. Yeah, so eventually I was able to kind of get my footing and get a grasp on the situation, and I'd say it played out quite a bit like the Poirot video game that I got uh, Angela for Christmas last year. I guess that's kind of the point, but yeah, the I guess that's kind of the point. He talked in a very similar manner, and how I think moved about the situation very methodically, similar to the in the game. So now getting towards the ending, I I didn't see the twist coming, but I don't necessarily think that's a good thing. I feel like it was too far out there, and I guess too unexpected. Like, I would have liked to see it where I would have liked to see an ending where you could have feasibly seen it coming, because I think it would just completely out of nowhere, and I think I would have enjoyed it being much more neatly tied up. And I do concede that I I may have felt differently if I was able to follow along with the story better, but as it was, I just wasn't a very big fan of that ending. But with all that said, I decided to give this book 3 stars out of 5 because of what it was able to do, and I think it would have been much higher. Well, It would have been higher if it was it was like a tighter ending, I guess. In our next video, we will be reading a book that my fiance enjoyed a lot growing up. So get excited for that one.